This is an example of number 9 in section 3.3. It says find the average rate of change on this given interval. Okay, and recognize that these are given x's, and so this could be considered x1, and then this is considered x2. And so we're going to find g of x1, or g of negative 2, and that's negative 2 times negative 2 cubed, or negative 2 times negative 8, which is 16. And we also want to find g of negative 2 plus h. Okay, so that's negative 2 times negative 2 plus h cubed. Okay, and that's negative 2. And we're going to do a little bit of scratch work on the side because I need to cube that binomial. Okay, so start with 2 at a time. And so if you multiply these together, we get negative 2 plus h. Just bring that first binomial down. And then negative 2 times negative 2, so that's 4. And negative 2 times h is negative 2h. But there's another negative 2h, so altogether that's negative 4h. And then h times h is h squared. But then you have to distribute this binomial to the trinomial, and so start with the first term. Okay, and so we get negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. Negative 2 times negative 4h is positive 8h. Negative 2 times h squared, so minus 2h squared. And then do the same thing with the h. Okay, so plus 4h minus 4h squared plus h cubed. And then combine like terms. Okay, so negative 8 plus 8h, and then plus 4h, so that'll be plus 12h, minus 2h squared minus 4h squared, so minus 6h squared. So I'll write h cubed first, minus 6h squared, plus 12h, and then a minus 8. And now we're going to distribute negative 2 to each of these terms. And we get negative 2h cubed plus 12h squared minus 24h, and then plus 16. Okay, so now we're ready to use the average rate of change formula. So it'll be delta y, or change in y, over delta x, or change in x. And typically we'll write g of x2, and in this case it's negative 2 plus h, minus g of x1, so g of negative 2, over negative 2 plus h minus negative 2. Okay, now we're going to just substitute the expressions we found into the numerator. So g of negative 2 plus h becomes negative 2h cubed plus 12h squared minus 24h plus 16. And then minus g of negative 2 becomes 16. And if you simplify the denominator, this is negative 2, and then it becomes a plus 2. Minus a negative 2 becomes a plus 2, so that's just an h that's left in the denominator. But if you also recognize in the numerator that 16 minus 16 is 0, and so we get negative 2h cubed plus 12h squared minus 24h over h, but h divides evenly into each of those terms, so we're just going to reduce each power of h by 1. So negative 2h squared plus 12h minus 24. And this is our answer.